My family used me as free daycare, so I made their vacation a permanent one. My family discovered I was good with kids when I was 14 and babysat my cousin once. That single afternoon turned me into their unpaid nanny for the next 12 years. My sister would drop off her toddler for just an hour while she ran to Target. 1 hour became 3, then 6, until she'd stroll back with fresh acrylic nails, a Starbucks frappuccino, and 0 apologies. I remember sitting on my bedroom floor, surrounded by broken crayons and Goldfish crackers, realizing I'd missed my entire shift at the local coffee shop because of her lies. Then my brother discovered the family goldmine. Midnight texts became routine. Emergency babysitting needed, the twins' regular sitter canceled. Of course, the emergency was always tickets to concerts, bar crawls, or weekend getaways with his girlfriend. I learned to sleep with my phone on silent. College should have been my escape, but my family had other plans. My sister would show up unannounced at my dorm, sometimes driving 4 hours just to dump her kids on me for entire weekends. She cost me my first serious girlfriend when she called during our anniversary dinner, screaming about a fake emergency. I watched her look at me across that candlelit table and say she couldn't compete with my family's chaos anymore. After graduation, things got worse. My parents, claiming they wanted to help me settle in, secretly made copies of my apartment keys and distributed them to my siblings like VIP passes. I dragged myself home from my marketing job, exhausted from client presentations, only to find my living room transformed into a daycare center, toys scattered everywhere, juice boxes leaking on my white couch, and kids I hadn't even agreed to watch. My boss pulled me aside after I missed my third important presentation in 2 months. "Figure out your priorities," she said coldly. "This job won't wait forever." The final straw came 3 months ago on what should have been a peaceful Saturday morning. I woke to unfamiliar voices echoing from my living room. Stumbling out in my pajamas, I found 4 kids planted in front of my TV watching Paw Patrol, with packed suitcases lined up like they were checking into a hotel. My sister's 2 kids and my brother's twins were all there, completely at home, eating the last of my expensive organic cereal. On my kitchen counter sat a folded piece of notebook paper. My entire family, parents, siblings, even my aunt, had secretly planned and booked a month-long luxury cruise through Europe. They deliberately kept it from me because, according to the note, I'd make it difficult and guilt trip everyone. The note was written in my sister's handwriting. "Thanks for watching the kids like always. We knew we could count on you. There's some money for groceries and stuff. Back in 4 weeks." She'd even attached a detailed grocery list, and my brother had left $200 in crumpled 20s. The youngest kid, my nephew Jake, looked up at me with innocent eyes and asked, "Uncle Tom, are you making pancakes for breakfast like last time?" That simple, trusting question broke something deep inside me. These children had no idea their parents had just abandoned them without a second thought. That's when I decided my family needed to learn what real abandonment felt like. 12 years of forced babysitting had inadvertently taught me every rule about child welfare, mandatory reporting, and what authorities look for in neglect cases. I made the kids their requested pancakes and sat them down for what I called story time. With my phone recording, I asked them to share memories about staying with me before. The stories that poured out were damning. 7-year-old Emma cheerfully described the time her mom left her here for 5 days with a fever, never once calling to check in. 10-year-old Michael mentioned sleeping on my couch for a week while his dad was on vacation with his new girlfriend. They recounted dozens of incidents of being dropped off without notice, left for days without their parents caring enough to call. Then I looked up the number I never thought I'd actually call. Child Protective Services answered on the second ring. "I need to report 4 abandoned minors," I said. "Their parents left them with no guardianship papers and flew to Europe." The caseworker arrived within 2 hours, a serious woman who took one look at the note and went visibly pale. By afternoon, all 4 kids were placed in emergency care with proper foster families. My family came home to empty houses, court dates, and a sister who finally knew her worth.